Here I'm going to go over how to design this sheet metal part. We have this vent panel. It's in millimeters, 100 by 60 millimeters with these 12 millimeter corners cut out. And then it's folded such that the legs are 15 millimeters long. Then we have some air vent cutouts and some holes. Notice that the thickness is 0.5 millimeters. That is actually the default thickness for a metric sheet metal part. We can adjust that in some settings, but I'm not going to go over that in this lesson. So first thing we're going to go is File, New, and we're going to go to Metric and then go to Sheet Metal, and then choose a sheet metal millimeter part. And then we'll go Create. Then I'm just going to start with a sketch, and I'll make a rectangle, a 2-point center rectangle that is 100 by 60. And then I'm just going to draw some line segments here and dimension the line segment length, the length of each side to be 12 millimeter. We go 12 and set this to, I'm just going to click here to 12, and then do that to all four sides. You could do a pattern of these if you would like. I'm just going to do each one individually. But this is not the only way to do it. Now I'm just dimensioning these, and then again, instead of typing in 12, I'm just going to click that, and then those are all mapped to the same parameter. And once we get all of these done, we can make, looks like for some reason it's already forcing it to be 12. I don't know if when I placed that line that it created a constraint that had equal lengths, but we'll just keep it there. And then once we have all of these dimension, again, that one complained as well. Again, it's 12, so I'm not going to worry. I think what happened is when I created this line, it forced these two sides to be equal length. It forced a constraint. But since it's constrained to be the correct length, we'll live with it. Then I'm just going to go Finish, and we'll go Face, and we'll select that. And then there's a default thickness, and we're just going to keep that as default, which is going to be 0.5 millimeter. And you can check that by going to Inspect and Measure, and clicking this face and this face, and seeing, it's measuring the perimeter, not the thickness. There we go. So the thickness is 0.5 millimeters. So now that I have this, we're going to go back to the sheet metal, and we're just going to click Flange. And what we can do is click on each of these faces here, or each of those line edges, basically this edge right here, and we can set the length to 15, and the default angle is at 90 degrees, and so we're set there. There are some options on where you would like to position your bend. I am just going to keep the default bend there. You can have it basically be bent such that the total dimension from this flat face to this flat face is the original size of the rectangular shape, or 100 millimeters, and then this to this is 60. But if you bend it here, notice that it expands and makes the piece a little bit larger because it's bending after the 60 and 120 millimeters. But this is what we want, and I'm going to hit OK. And we can confirm that by just going Measure and clicking from here to here, and it should be 100 millimeters, just like the drawing. A couple other things, there are some fillets. The fillets, I'm trying to find that. Looks like I did not give the dimension of those fillets. So we'll set those at, yeah, apparently I did not give that. So I'm just going to go fillet, back to 3D model and fillet, and we'll find one that's about the right size. It might be like 5 millimeters. Or maybe 2. Yeah, 2 looks reasonable. 2 looks about what they were, so we'll just keep that at 2. Basically go around and click all of these edges here. Okay, now that we have that done, we can hit OK. The things that are left are basically holes and your vent panel cutout. I'm going to leave that as a little bit of practice for you without the video support. If you do need help, I can help you in person.